Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mark Pires, Renaissance Man.
Okay, people, gather around. The Mark Pires Renaissance Man show. Is he still alive? Wait, hold on. I'm not done. Trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2. Is he still alive?
He is Dr. Evil.
Why is he still alive, and why did you answer when I was asking number 2? I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2!
A plan is in the works, Dr. Evil.
This is wonderful news, number 2. Over 1,000 days in a row, we've managed to keep the world from knowing he exists.
Dr. Evil, he's still going and doesn't care.
Well, we need to find another way to stop the show. He's making me look bad, you know? Yeah, no. Perhaps we can make him look like racist or something?
That may work, Dr. Evil.
Perhaps we can get the media to cancel him?
This is your best idea yet, Dr. Evil.
Okay, number 2. Get me Dr. Facce.
Dr. Evil. Dr. Facce is on the evil monitor.
Thank you, number 2. Dr. Facce.
Dr. Evil, it's Dr. Facce.
Well, Dr. Facce. It looks like the gig is up. The Renaissance Man show knows all about you.
Yeah, they created a character after me. We gotta squash him like the friggin' mouse that he is. He calls me a weasel, Fauci. I'm not a weasel, okay? I'm not a doctor. I'm Dr. Facce, okay? Don't call me Dr. Weasel Fauci, okay? Because that's anecdotal.
Anecdotal Fauci. That's what they're always making fun of you about. That you're always anecdotal.
No, I know. Like I said, that everything's anecdotal.
Excellent. Dr. Facce, initiate the final plan.
They never even asked you. Welcome, family and friends, to the Mark Pires Renaissance Man Show. We are live every single day of the year for unscripted live comedy, songwriting in the moment, and total inspiration. So join us on a tour of some of the accomplishments and content created in the first 1,000 days and counting of Renaissance Man. So far in 2021, 12 albums and 156 songs have been released into the world. But we're not even close to done yet, fam. My plan is to put an album out every month for the rest of my days, as well as show up for you every single night. We've created 2 feature films this year, Batmark vs. Supermark, and Three's Company, the Breakup Artist. Within these comedies, many original characters have surfaced. You know, we have Batmark, Dick Facce, which he doesn't look like this really, but that's Facce. And then of course Supermark, who's pretty freaking super if you ask me, just saying. Hammerlin Jamison's a bit of a drunkard, and he tried to get the role of Supermark. It didn't go well. He does all right at a side gig of, newscaster situation. But you can see in that top photo, he's not doing too well these days. Anyway.
Dr. Wayne Doppler, tallest man alive, 8'9", Guinness, and he's also in the Batmark and Supermark movie. And Dr. Weasel Fauci, if you don't know who he is,
wear 5,647 masks, especially if you're going to Mars.
Stuck on Mars. I will be making a movie out of that. Sid 45, make sure you don't get rupees.
Sid has rupees literally pouring out of his igloo.
Francesco Vigilughi. Look, if you ever need a cartographer, there's just one guy.
The Curious Case of Ben Affleck Head. It's about a guy with a head so large he could literally change the poles.
Oh, Dystopia 2021. If you missed that, that's the world we're living in today. If you haven't seen it, I did a couple episodes on it. BeeBeePooPoo! Don't forget we did 3 cryptos this year. BeeBeePooPoo, BeeBeePooPoo, and of course, Shibbity Bibbity Boo. But it almost was wrecked because of the original Shiggity Boo Boo. Look, people are still on the fence, you know? Things were pretty bad for BeeBeePooPoo at the beginning. And of course, we have many episodes of Spider-Mark, Peter Marker. If you didn't know, check it out. Mark Pires of the Caribbean. That was a hilarious movie. And then if you can't dance, you just, watch this episode. There's 2 of them. Really good stuff. And did you watch Match Game? I did it. And Pressure Luck in it. We did a little Pressure Luck style too, Peter DeMarkin. And if you didn't see Waterworld 2027, I'm the last one left because of the bugaboo. We did many other homages to movies and TV shows. Facce Mulder.
Sonny, you still got the cough?
There are over 100 insane scenes with Dick Facce. And then, of course, I saved the world. Saved all the animals and stuff, too. Zucker Chooch, Donald Trump Show. Make sure you check that out. And we did a couple of raps over the last year. You may not want to miss those.
Trump, Biden, and Christopher Walken rapping?
Yeah. Back to the Future, Mark. Guys, the next movie that's coming out, Back to the Future, Mark. You may not remember some of the characters that I was in the past, so let's just go over it in real time. Marxist, I did it. 10 Commandments. Mark Stradamus, telling the future, of course. Oh, and the artwork I created as Leo Marco da Vinci.
The Mona Lisa? When I got that friggin' red, like murdering a family?
That was what O.J. Simpson of the 1600s. Hey, Michelangelo, after you finish that, sculpture, you think you could paint the ceiling? Got it. Circumnavigating the globe is Mark Jellin.
Markola Tesla? If I didn't do my time here as Markola, you guys would have nothing when it comes to electricity.
I still can't believe it. I'm sitting there, I'm writing the Fur Elise, right? I'm in the middle of it. And they're scratching it out and they're writing freaking that hack Beethoven's name on it, right? Don't even get me started on what they did when I was Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
Doing the fifth and taking all that work?
And then, like modern days, when I'm doing Mark and M, doing the 8 Mile situation. Mark and M's the man now, but I paved the way is the Marktorious B.I.G. as well. When I was Mark Claude Van Damme, I remember that one.
Oh, Mark Schwarzenegger? You didn't know I was Mark Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, that was funny when I worked next to DeVito. The Emancipation Marklamation of 1863. I did my time as Abraham Mark Lincoln.
You guys didn't know I was Abraham Mark? You guys are all Mark Della.
That's why. This is all part of the Mark Della effect. Everybody's like, Mandela, man. No, it's Mark Della. Get with it. And then the time I was Mark Guyver, don't, remember, you give me a freaking toothpick and some tooth floss and we're off. I'm building a bomb. So that's just a good overview of a lot of the shows, not all of them. We have tons of new gear up on the website, guys, markpires.com. In there you can pick up your gear, you can pick up a signed CD, and also don't forget about BeatSeat.rocks, my invention that I patented. This is her sitting on it. And this is a little demo I made. Welcome to BeatSeat.rocks. My name is Mark Pires, and I'm the inventor of the Beat Seat. Today I'm going to share all of the details of the Beat Seat. It's the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. It's got 4 playable panels, omnitone. Everywhere you hit it sounds different. It's the first drum you could sit completely upright and play with your hands and feet at the same time. It's the Beat Seat. It's the only drum that you can play with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. Anything you'd play in a drum kit, you could play on this, because you're playing with your entire body, but you're sitting upright. Your feet do this. So that's the Beat Seat, the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands, with your feet at the same time. It has unlimited tones. There's so much to explore. I hope to build one for you. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. And of course, fam, I can't leave you without a little bit of motivation. So take these quotes with you as we get ready to rock for one more night. And yes, we will be doing it again tomorrow. So, until I see you in just a moment, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man.
when the wind stops blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way.
Tickets are available at the box office. Thanks for helping us keep the theater clean. As you exit the auditorium, please deposit litter in trash receptacles in the lobby. Please be considerate and don't talk during the show.
Thank you for coming to Lowe's. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
It's Monday. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking
And
down the road
it's
today,
Renaissance
looking
Man.
for another way.
I'm here
Ease my mind
to
and know
ease my
living.
mind
I look
and
into
help my
the
living.
windows of the passing
It's
cars,
Renaissance Man.
driving next to me.
It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires, Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 1085 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it just like we do every single day, fam. Another day of positivity, another day of live songwriting and live comedy. Actually, today we're going to be leaning heavily on the live comedy. One of our favorite characters, Hammerlin Jamison, the drunk, like basically he's like Ron Burgundy from Anchorman, but I think he's just sillier. And he's going to be making, an arrival very, very soon. And once Hammerlin shows up, all bets are off. Bottom line, we don't know what Hammer's going to do. He's going to rip the friggin' lid off the fake news, though. We do know that. That is one thing that Hammer has consistently done since the day he showed up here on the Renaissance Man Show. And if you don't know about Hammer Jam, there's actually a Hammerlin Jamison movie on my channel. You just have to go over to the YouTube channel. It's in the LinkedIn. It's in the Linktree bio right above the page there on TikTok. But we are on YouTube right now, guys. If you join us on YouTube from TikTok, you'll see what this green screen is doing. We're about to bring it to life when my newscast shows up behind me. And we have a Hammer Jam moment. Hammer Jam, like I said, he's going to probably pass out on camera today. We're doing it. What's that, Zabrosk? No, Zabrosk, I'm not going to wait for your woo-woo today. I'm going right into the Hammer Jam. I got to have Hammer. We got to take care of him before he gets drunk and blacks out on camera. You may not know the story about what happened with Hammerlin originally. He was a massively famous reporter back in the 90s, NBC, lead anchor. Okay, Hammer Jam, he's the lead news anchor. They go to like the, sports guy. They come back to Hammer and they're like, Hammer! Hammer falls asleep. And like happened to have like a burrito there, just like piping hot burrito, falls onto the burrito. It had like a cram sauce, situation with like pico sauce. He comes up, there's some guac there too, and it's all over the side of his face. And they're like, Hammer! They threw a shoe at him to wake him up. And he had the burrito on the face. He tries to continue the broadcast. It was a horrendous mess. You should look at it. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere. Everybody knows about the Hammerlin Jamison event in the 90s. It's the biggest fail of all time. If you didn't know about the Hammerlin Jamison fail, I just don't know how well versed are you, on fails if you didn't know about the Hammer Jam situation. So I want to welcome everybody that is on TikTok right now. I see Christine Seidman is over there, which is awesome. If anybody shows up, please welcome yourselves to this family. We're live every single day forever. This is day 1085 in a row, and we will be here on Christmas Day. I think it's going to be a very short day for me. I'll tell you why. First of all, we got a Zabrowski moment coming right now. I need a woo-hoo Zabrosk. That's what I'm talking about. You get a woo-hoo that nice on a Monday. Oh, just sounds like a Monday. Yeah, it is. Now sounds like another Monday. It is a Monday, but I got a Zabrosk on a Monday. I'm not sure about you, what you're working with on a Monday. I got a Zabrowski situation. You know what? We've come here, I don't know how many Mondays in a row. This is 1,085 days in a row, so it's been many Mondays in a row. And every day we come here, we bring a positivity to this platform that I believe is necessary in a world like we're living today. And I'm just thrilled that others are starting to understand that this is where we come to be vulnerable. I show up here and I bring a guitar out and I take out this beat seat here and I create music live in the moment. Right now, I just want to share something with you. There is 12 albums from 2021. You can go to iTunes and type Mark Pires and you will see 12 albums. Now, this one right here is not available on iTunes yet. It's uploaded. It's just going to be available either later tonight or tomorrow. But I did want to share with you, I have copies ready, signed and ready to go. All we have to do is get you to order them. Go to markpires.com and I will send you this CD signed. And just to let you see how it came out, I'm really thrilled with this one too. Each one of these has come out just really great and they're super awesome. You take off the CD and there's the beat seat information for my invention that I play all the songs on and my signatures in there as well. I also print all these out for you one by one. Seat. Don't even get fresh. That's my seat. I've been doing a bit on that for a little while. Joanne, what are you doing? You know? But so you can go pick up the Christmas album. It's officially available. 13 Christmas songs, 11 brand new Christmas songs that never been heard in the history of time. Santa's on the Run. There's like 3 or 4 different clips of that on TikTok. So you can go and see that first before you go buy this album. It is ridiculous. So we have plenty of these ready to go. All you have to do is put an order in for the Christmas album. Get it out to you tomorrow. I'll send it out tomorrow. You get a freaking order in on markpires.com for the Christmas album right now. Bang, biggity boo. It's signed and ready to go. I'll get it out tomorrow for you. Then, of course, you also have When Normal Returns. You have Everything is Possible. You have Back to the Future, Mark. Ridiculous. All these are ridiculous albums. Down in the Hole. Oh, yeah. Good one right there. And Renaissance Man. This is just 6 of the albums. There's 12 albums, so I still have to get to printing 6 more of these. But once I do, I've got stacks over here already, guys. So all you have to do is place your order and I will get them out the next day. And that's quick. That's good. That's Amazon service right there. I was going to call Bezos called me. He's like, how do you do it so quick, Mark? I was like, look, Bezos, I'll give you a tip and all. Can't do it on the beat seat because I hand build those freaking things. CD, push a button. Good to go. Beat seat. I'm going back there in the freaking back room and I'm taking out the saw. Bang, baby. I got that going. When you got the beat seat under you and you're making music, sweet, beautiful music on the beat seat, it's because of the work that was put into it. You know, sometimes people don't understand the amount of work that goes into a beat seat situation. Hand-built percussion by this guy. Not a trained carpenter, you know. I created it. I know how to build it. The only guy. Anyway. So guys, we have something exciting planned for today, and it doesn't look like we have many people kicking in with us, but you know what? That makes it even sweeter because we're going to create some magic right now. I want to tell you what's happening. Right now I've been editing it. I've got about an hour and 35 minutes of BeeBeePooPoo finished. I don't know if I'm going to call the movie BeeBeePooPoo, but it's going to be something. The crypto of 2022, crypto comedy 2022. I don't know, crypto-com, I'm not sure. BeeBeePooPoo 22 we still may go with, but because it is the crypto that rises and falls like a freaking jackal in the night. So I'm not sure how this is going to go, but right now we need more in between segments like we did on Three's Company. And I thought what would be kind of cool is if we incorporated Hammerlin Jamison into this movie. You know, Hammerlin he's intended to be in the next Batmark versus Supermark that we started filming and then I just kind of put on pause. I don't know why I put it on pause. We have so much footage for that. But I stopped filming Batmark versus Supermark. We started getting into all these other different comedies. So I haven't really looked back, but BeeBeePooPoo came out of nowhere because I started taking an interest in crypto. Never looked at it in my life until now. And now it's crashed. It's crazy. I'm like, oh, I was starting to show an interest in that. Now it's crashing. Maybe this is the time to buy it. Red Storm says there's a voice sync sound. Let me see. I stopped filming Batmark versus Supermark. We started getting into all these other different comps. It's working fine on my end, Red. I'm not sure. Maybe just do a refresh of the page. It is interesting right now that we're here day 1085 in a row. We're about to create a new piece of comedy, and clearly they haven't sent out the feed to anybody. I mean, at least it looks like on my side. Although earlier I saw a handful of people in the chat and they were only showing like 2. So I think YouTube is just messing with me, and they're not that there's a ton of people. There's not. There's right now it's a very small group of people is with us currently, which is fine, guys. This is something I've been used to for the entirety of this show. I show up because I feel like we need to have a place, whether it's with 1 million people or 0 people, you need to have a place to come in order to find some true creativity. I don't know of many places where in the moment there are literal pieces of art being created. You know, I see people doing, like, they'll take a pen out and they're drawing. Some people, like, I'm writing songs in the moment, writing comedy in the moment, taking a moment and creating within it is very, very powerful for me. I really enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I enjoy creating it. And again, if I show up here every day intending to one-up myself, then that's what I'm going to do. If I come out here saying I'm just going to get through the shows will stink. And they don't ever stink because I'm always trying to one-up myself. So right now I'm trying to figure out exactly where we're going to go with this. I do know we need a hammer jam moment. That's going to require me to get a little setup going over here. And the setup, I think it takes place because a couple things. Like, I can't wear the hat for Hammer Jam. Hammer Jam's a news reporter. You can't go on the air. Yeah, hat on. What are we talking about over here? Doesn't work that way, you know. I mean, I suppose I can just kind of do it here live, but it's better when it's, a moment that happens out of nowhere. So we'll work on it in a few minutes. But Hammer Jam is going to be making an appearance today. I thought about whether or not Dr. Wayne Doppler should be in this movie, but I don't think it makes sense. Like, what would Dr. Wayne Doppler be in the crypto movie for? You know, can anybody think of, like, what else? I thought, like, if there's a way I could bring in Dr. Wayne Doppler, tallest man alive, to the crypto movie, that would be amazing. I just don't know what the heck I would bring him in for. So I think we have to save him for Back to the Future Mark. He's going to be involved in Back to the Future Mark for sure. And when we do our sequel of Batmark versus Supermark, Hammerlin and Dr. Wayne Doppler, Dr. Wayne Doppler will be back in Batmark versus Supermark, and Hammerlin will be making an appearance, at least. Not just an appearance. The next Batmark versus Supermark is going to be so insane. I'm so excited about that. Like, I should get back into that one for the new year. We're going to do that in 2022 for sure. And here's the concept. Hammerlin Jamison is going to narrate the freaking movie. Not necessarily like narrate, but like every scene is going to be cut with like a Hammerlin Jamison like news scene. I can't wait. Batmark, he's back in Gotham. Hammer Jam, ridiculous Jamison. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to get myself set up as Hammer Jammer while you guys listen to a Christmas song. This right here is a song on the album that you can get right now. As I said, where did I put the Christmas albums? Are they here? You can pick up the album right this second on markpires.com. If you like the song you're about to hear, it's number 4 on this album. It will be available on iTunes tonight or tomorrow. It may be available right now. Someone should go and look. It's 13 songs that are freaking awesome. There's 11 original songs, never been heard in the history of time. Track number 3 makes me cry every time I hear it. It's a song about a soldier being deployed on Christmas Eve. And we write these songs live in the moment. I don't have any script. I don't know where I'm going to go with this music. I just get into it. And that song told me that, this guy wakes up in the morning like he does every morning. He looks to his wife and he gets the call, the worst call, the call he dreams he wouldn't get, that he's going, he's being deployed. My favorite line is, I'm on the plane now, all these souls, with all these brave souls. That's what it is. I'm on the plane now with all these brave souls, making the ultimate sacrifice for this country of mine. It's just a cool line. On the plane now with all these brave souls. He's sitting on a plane with all these other Marines, all these other Army soldiers, whoever he's with. They're on their way. They're leaving everything behind. I'm on a plane now with all these brave souls, making the ultimate sacrifice for this country of mine. I called the Army today. I said, I don't know how to get this song out, but every soldier that's ever been a soldier, anybody who ever will be a soldier, anybody who's serving currently should be listening to that song. Whoever I spoke to said, look, I'm not the guy to talk to. I said, well, can you pass it along to whoever is the one to speak to? Because Christmas for My Country needs to be on every soldier's playlist. But that's a very mellow song. It's a makes me cry song. I'm going to play this while I get Hammerlin together. Hi, Be Mine. How are you? Now, tonight we're doing comedy, so if you would like to see what the comedy truly looks like, head over to YouTube. The link is in the bio, and you'll see what we do. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but I do know it's going to be quite insane. This right here is off the album. Again, you can go to markpires.com right this second and buy this album. It's not available on iTunes until this evening or tomorrow, but signed albums will go out tomorrow. Hopefully they'll get to you before Christmas. This is Christmas Day. Rockin' Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We made our own new Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Christmas for My Country. Again, fire. Santa's on the Run. That's what we're going to listen to and you're going to watch right now. Christmas Every Day. Awesome tune. The Grinch is still a mean one. Check out my version of The Grinch. It's not their lyrics, it's mine. All new, but in the moment. Santa Claus Comes to Town is my version of a new version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town, but it's the same vibe, but it's not the song. It's like I wrote new lyrics and everything and just used the Santa Claus. You'll hear it. You go check it out. Another Christmas with You. Someone asked me to write a Hallmark Christmas song here on TikTok. Can you write a song like a Hallmark Christmas song? Another Christmas with You. Check that out. A Charcoal Christmas. Trish Killian says, hey, Mark, can you write a song like the 60s, funny songs, like The Grinch, that type of vibe. And we wrote A Charcoal Christmas, which is, you got to check it out. There's a great line at the end where he's going after Santa Claus because Santa Claus left him coal. I'm going to go after that asshole. It's ridiculous. It's such a funny tune. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I did an actual version of the classic. And then it's Christmas, which is another just Christmas tune. Silent Night, I had to do my own version of that. And Blues Christmas. A Blues Christmas is just like straight up blues. I wrote it was a blues song. With Christmas. It's interesting, Red. I don't know the background of Christmas. I do know a lot of it. I mean, I typically have said in general, and I don't like to get in trouble and go into rabbit holes here, but everything that we consider to be, faith, religion, control-based religion is that. It's about control, and they create these events or whatever in order to distract us from what's really going on. But at the end of the day, when I'm intending to want to write a Christmas album, I've never done that before. So when I wanted to do that, I take myself out of what I believe is real. Obviously, I'm writing songs about Santa Claus, but I take myself out of what I consider to be true and real because I'm just writing Christmas songs because I want a Christmas album. I did 12 albums. My intention at the beginning of the year was 13 albums. One of those is going to be a Christmas album. I've never done that before. So I couldn't write Christmas songs and talk about and rip apart the religion. I can't go in there and rip apart Santa Claus and all this stuff that's the religion. that's the whole point. If I'm going to create Christmas songs, they need to be good Christmas songs that people who continue to listen to Christmas albums, listen to Christmas music, and do have that belief or whatever, have better songs than they have currently. So I hope that makes sense. But at the end of the day, I've always wanted to do a Christmas album, and I accomplished it. In fact, I had 2 more songs I found on my phone last night that I didn't release. They're freaking cool. I was like, oh my goodness, I did 2 more songs. I thought, I was like, I know I have enough. I think I've got 11, 12, maybe 13 Christmas songs. I go in there and I'm like, no, I think I'm short. So I wrote a few more, and then we go back and I find like the Rudolph song, and I find It's Christmas, and I'm like, wait a second, I do have enough. And then I just last night found 2 more Christmas songs that were like funky and cool. And I'm like, man, I think I may have to release these or save them for next year and do another Christmas album. But again, if there was an interest / market of people wanting to, hear like the truth about these different religions and different, holidays, that would be pretty cool. It would. But that type of thing would be considered villainous, and you would just get ripped down. And I have no interest in that. Like I've always said, I want people to believe whatever they believe. I want people to have a faith, because if you have a faith and I have a faith, then we together are connecting on an energy level. Okay, it's not about what you believe or what I believe. It's a fact that we need to feel a similar energy in order to ascend. We can't get there when we push each other down. We can't get there by saying yours isn't as good as mine. Nobody's is as good as any's if somebody's is better than another. There's no such thing. In fact, I truly believe any religion that says if you don't believe what I believe, then you're going to some evil place is not the right religion, because that's just not factual. Like, how does that even make sense? You can't. So somebody who was born in a different part of the world doesn't even understand, doesn't know, has never experienced, haven't heard the words. That person's damned forever. The logic makes no sense. The logic makes no sense. Or what about everybody who came before that time? They're all damned forever. None of it makes sense. The reality is, are you a good person? Do you do good things for others? Are you intending to lift people up instead of push them down? You are judged for your actions, not for something you believe in a book. If you go and believe something, but you never put that belief into action and share those kindnesses with others, this is the other thing that I love about religions in general. They are based in a faith, in a family construction, and also based on a positivity in the essence of it, and about a love. It's there at the essence of it. There's a love. There's a connection. There's a family, base to it. It's beautiful. And then everything else, humans get involved and create all these different rules because they need to control us. Again, rabbit holing it. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to rabbit hole it. I'm just trying to say, this is a little rant, obviously, but I'm just saying I want you guys to have a faith. I don't know what you need to believe in. I don't know what's right, obviously. I can say that there's one man who came 2,000 years ago, and that's who we should all believe in, and that's it emphatically. But then I close out the rest of the world. That's not my intention here. This show is about having an open space for everybody, all religions, all creeds, all dogmas. But we can believe one thing together, that if we love each other, we'll feel better. If we treat each other kindly, we can feel better. And we can do more in this life if we actually act on those intentional, positive actions. We can't sit back and expect the world to change if we aren't the ones to start the change. And so at the end of it, when I come out here, it's to affect a positive change one person at a time. I don't know if it will work. It's obviously clearly not breaking through the wall in order to get enough people to on a daily basis. Oh, a new person found it, 10 more people, 50 more people. It's not working like that. We have to figure out, it may be a bell curve, or one day it just freaking flies off the handle. I don't know. But as far as it goes, when we go live, they don't tell anybody, it seems. I don't know. Regardless of that, when you put yourself out there, obviously there are people who don't understand what you're doing, people who critique what you're doing. At the end of the day, you need to do what makes you happy. You need to believe what makes you happy. You can't believe what somebody else tells you to believe. If you don't believe it, then you're doing something it's not true to heart. You got to live true to your heart, or else you will be damned. That is for certain. And if true to heart is that I believe in this person, then that's what you need to believe wholeheartedly. And you need to continue to keep that. I don't know. I feel like we should keep these things to ourselves in a way, like everybody's out there forcing the messages of certain religions on each other. And if at the end of the day, if you just leave it out there, let people, discover and ask questions. The problem is we're in a way we're indoctrinated from the very beginning from whatever our parents believe. That's what we have to believe. It's just where we are. And sometimes our parents don't believe the things that we want them to believe in, like we later in life learn about some other faith or, why didn't my parents know about this one? Well, because they didn't know about it. And that's the thing I want to make sure is very clear in life. You will not get to the pearly gates at the end and they say, well, you didn't believe this one thing, so you can't get in. Well, sir, I didn't know who the heck that was. I was born under a rock in Pakistan or whatever. I worked in a field my entire life. I didn't even speak any words. I was deaf and I was mute. Like there's so many different scenarios that create like wait, how would that work if, how are people's actions judged in all of this? They're not. No, it's if you believe one thing, then you're good. No. Look, how would that make sense? You could do what the hell you want as long as you believe something, then you're good. How does that make sense? I don't know. I wouldn't be the judge, but I'm sitting, if I was sitting there at at some sort of desk and I'm making a judgment and two people walk up, one of them believed something in a book, but acted like an a-hole their entire life, but they believed what they did in that book. Or this other guy didn't know it and he was such a good person to everybody. No, he's damned. That guy's damned. This guy's good though, because he believed. This is the weird thing is that they say things and it's almost like a propaganda situation again to distract you. Okay, well, good. If I believe, then I'm good. I can do this thing and I could just ask for forgiveness. Right before it's all over, I could ask for forgiveness and I'll be good. Like that's such a weird message to put out there. How about a message that your actions are how you're judged? And at the end, all of your actions are lined up against all of your inaction. And everything you did that was positive is lined up against everything negative you did on others. And then they look at you and they say, you know what? You're worthy or you're not worthy. It's not, you can do what the frig you want. If you believe it, you're good to go. You know what I mean? So if you don't know, if I don't know, nobody knows. This is the point. We are here. There's been one person that resurrected that we haven't had a chance to get an account from. But one person resurrected afterwards. They say Rasputin also resurrected. I don't know. That's, you know what I mean? You never know. But at the end of the day, I've always said you get one shot at it. This is one life. You get to experience the ups, the downs of it, and hopefully you wind up at the end of the day in a positive place where your vibrational level allows you to ascend to the next level. But the things you do to others, they leave you at a specific vibrational level. And that's why love is the ultimate of all energies. It's the highest energy level is love. So in general, if everybody comes in to life and brings love, then they're good to go. That's all I say. Bring love, shut down the hate, and as long as you believe something and you are passionate about it, then that is something that everybody connects on. If everybody believes in something, then they all connect on it. That's what I believe. And then that's it. And right and wrong, there's been so much time that's passed. Too many people have died over religion. It's unbelievable. At the end of the day, it could have all been spared if people just said, you believe something? Oh, that's good. I do too. Hey, you know what? When you're believing and when I'm believing and we're praying to our gods, we both are connecting in that same exact, beautiful energy. It's a really cool thing. Again, this is just some random rant. I don't know if any of it, I never know what I say until afterwards anyway. But anyway, let's see. I'm going to play this for you so I can get good old Hammer Jam into the mix.
Go ahead, live your best life. Yo,
gotta live the best life. He said it right there. You didn't know it. All right, here we go. Santa's on the run. Christmas time is coming. Did you get your presents? Did you get your tree up? And get the lights out, wrap them around, yeah. Plug them into the wall. Yeah, you're staring from all angles, wondering when the ornament's gonna fall. See them trees that die in the moment you cut them down, then you put them up, and you sit there, you're looking at them, you're waiting for Santa Claus to come. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Mrs. Claus, she's getting his trousers ready for the night. Yeah, taking flight. Got the reindeers on the front and come along for the ride. Yeah, got 1 billion plus homes to hit in about 6 hours. I gotta get my coffee filled. I'm gonna get myself a thermos, gonna throw it in the back too, and maybe I won't get tired. I know it's one night. Santa's on the run. Oh, Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Santa's on the run. Yeah, 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 yeah. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Yeah. Get the job done. Yeah. Running out of time. Got lots of homes to get to. Gotta eat them cookies to get down the chimney. And you see there's a little boy peeking from the top of the stairs. And I got to go back up. I told him the kid, he's gotta be asleep. And he's not, he gets cold, leaving it at the bottom of it. Oh, well, maybe his parents will make it right, 'cause he's messing up my night. I got a schedule to keep, yeah, I can't stop missing it 'cause of a little kid. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 yeah. Take off the ground, yeah, we need to be above 65 miles an hour if we want to take flight. I know we got a long night ahead of us. Oh, I'm afraid, my friends, my caribou, we're on until it ends. Santa's on the run, 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 Rudolph, run, run, Rudolph, yeah. Santa's on the run, oh, Santa's on the run, yeah, yeah, yeah. Santa's on the run, run, Rudolph, run, run, Rudolph. Santa's on the run.
daylight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the
Going back to the sleigh, gonna eat it all night, you see. Going to the next house, I'm going scrum diddly dunches. I got my milk, I got my dipping, I'm going down, I'm sipping, going down to the bottom of the chimney. Gotta bring the kids with me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we do, the hip hopping and hip chopping and going rocking and roll. Yeah, that's the doing every night, yo. And that's the doing every day, cause you know that Santa Claus. Yeah, oh, Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, Santa's on the run, 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 Rudolph, run, run, Rudolph, yeah. Oh, Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 Rudolph, run, run, Rudolph, whoa. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run, run, Rudolph. Santa's on the run, It's Hammerlin, Jamison, and it's hammer time. That's right. Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news. That's right. It's hammer time. A little ham, jam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. That's right, people. Look, check me out every single night on Hammer Time. Hammerlin, Jamison.
It's Hammer Jam. I'm back again. It's been a while since I've been with you. I had a bit of a bout with some Jamison. I was caught on the sidelines at a Packers game during that whole fiasco with Aaron Rodgers, and I was doing a side-by-side with Lynn Swan, and we were enjoying some Jamison together. And unfortunately, he blacked out, and Hammer Jam was just starting to get a little buzz. Sorry, I just took down a bottle of Jamison right before the broadcast. I know Marky said, please don't do that. We can't have you doing it. You're on the air. I told him to shut the hell up. When Hammer Jam is doing his thing, you let it happen. Look, we're currently talking about a specific topic that you may be aware of. It's called BeeBeePooPoo. It's been the talk of the town, and that's all they're talking about these days. I'm trying to find a Hammerlin Jamison logo. Don't I have one somewhere on this freaking computer? What are we doing? You coming down? You don't have a hammer jam? Where's my hammer? I guess I'll put this on. I don't know. Let's try this. Creating magical moments with Hammerlin Jamison. Let's see. That's at least better right there. We have to do something else. This is all part of that scene. Hammer 2. What's this? Let's see. We need to find the BeeBeePooPoo logo because we're doing it. You know, we're in the middle of it. This is the process right now. And if you don't have all of your ducks in a row when you're doing a Hammerlin Jamison situation, you can't rip the lid off the fake news. You know, it's just not possible. Oh yeah. Here we go. Wolf Jammer in the news. See, I had other stuff, like I had a backdrop for this. It was perfect. And it's gone. I don't know what happened to everything. I mean, everything was here and then it's gone. You know? Anyway, let's see if we can get old Hammer Jam lined up here. Should have done this before the show. But you guys get to see the magic happening in real time. There's one more thing I want to do. You got to have a thing back here. Like, don't you have... Don't you have a backdrop over here somewhere? I guess not. I guess we're going to pass on it. All right, we're going without it. We're going without it. Hammerlin Jamison. Let's take it from the top.
It's Hammerlin Jamison! And it's hammer time! That's right, look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news! That's right, it's hammer time! A little ham, jam, bam, thank you, ma'am! That's right, people! Look, check me out every single night!
I just lost my friggin' ring. My ring fell off my ring finger and I did the hammer jam shuffle. Hammerlin Jamison here on the Renaissance Man Show, dropping the hammer and ripping the lid off the fake news. Tonight we got a very important... Where the freak is my mouse? That guy fell backward. Hold on. Hammer jam. Here? No. No. There we go.
It's Hammerlin Jamison! And it's hammer time! That's right, look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news! That's right, it's hammer time! A little ham, jam, bam, thank you, ma'am! That's right, people, look, check me out every single night on hammer time! That's right, it's Hammerlin Jamison!
I'm the lead anchor here at Renaissance Man News. And I'm here to drop the hammer and rip the lid off the fake news. I've been doing this since the late 80s. I was the lead anchor in the early to mid 90s for the NBC News program. And I had an unfortunate altercation with the stage manager. She didn't want to fill my bottle of Jamison back up to the brim. I'm sorry, I'm a freaking descendant. When you're a descendant of Hammer of the Jamison Distillery, you accept and require Jamison for pay. They didn't understand that that's the gig. You know, stage manager was becoming a problem. Look, Hammer is here today, very important. We're talking a world of finance. When Hammer Jam needs to discuss the finances, he's always like just figuring it out based on how many bottles of Jamison is in the till. Oh, I got $15,000 for that gig. How many bottles of Jamison can I buy with that? That's how Hammer works. But tonight we're talking about a new game. It's called Crypto, and everybody's doing it. Crypto Poopy Pants is a new website. You can find all of your crypto information on Crypto Poopy Pals. And right now, we're talking about the crypto of the year. It's 2022, and all they're talking about is BeeBeePooPoo. Hold on a minute. This is actually the next. We need another one. First, we need to have BeeBeePooPoo. The talk of the town is BeeBeePooPoo. And BeeBeePooPoo is supposed to be so freaking meta. I think that Mark Zuckerberg became a major stockholder immediately, and it's going to the moon, they say.
We're here at the Hammer Jam to drop the lid and rip the lid off the fake news and let you know that Hammer Jam has made a sizable investment into BeeBeePooPoo. I could have put it into Jamison. I could have bought a couple of extra kegs of Jamison. But instead, I decided to have myself some BeeBeePooPoo. So now when it goes to the moon, I can freaking sell it and I can buy more Jamison. It's a perfect plan. And when I worked it out in my finances, I said I still have enough. I could buy a couple more, barrels of Jamison anyway, even with the BeeBeePooPoo purchase. So Hammer Jam's doing it right. I had only 3 bottles of Jamison before we started the broadcast, so I'm feeling spry. I'm feeling spry right now. And I think that we're going to be good to go through this entire broadcast without an incident. Of course, the incident of 93 is why I lost my job forever. Sitting there, I'm doing a broadcast, and they're like, we're going to send this off to Bruce over there in the news, and he's doing the sports segment. Now, Bruce was a long talker. He could go off sometimes for 2 to 3 minutes. So this is a good 2 to 3 minute segment that we're talking here, so then you understand. Most people don't understand the color behind this, and they're like, oh, Hammer Jam, what a friggin' wash. Excuse me, I had 9 bottles of Jamison. I gave it to Bruce, and when he gave it back to me, I'd fallen asleep on my Mexican pizza. I had the cheese all over the side of my face, this melting face situation. Hammer Jammer! When you got a melting face situation in Freddy Krueger style, and you're walking around, and you start doing like the Godzilla from One Crazy Summer with Bobcat Goldthwait inside and a cigar gets into the mouth. And you're like, I used to do Bobcat. And then Hammer Jam comes back to it. I'm here now. I got a melted face. There's more news at 9. I still got the gig done. They called me in afterwards. Hammer Jam, we need to sit down with you to discuss your future. I was like, what are you going to give me for the freaking incident with the Mexican pizza? You couldn't leave a freaking piping hot Mexican pizza in front of Hammerlin Jamison. You just can't do that. But it was surprising. I thought I was going to have a conversation with HR. Instead, they gave me my walking papers. Hammer, we asked you to come in right after the broadcast, and you walked the frig out of here. I'm sorry, I didn't hear. I was blacked out. Hammerlin Jamison. When I have 9 bottles of Jamison, I start to black out because of little silly McGee. Anyway, look, Hammer Jam is here. I'm doing it at the studio. I'm starting to feel a little bit of a buzz now. I guess that 3rd bottle is starting to kick me in the old behind. And when you got a behind-kicking situation and you're there doing a Hammer Jammer, you start to lose the feeling in your body. Like right now, I can't move my head again. It feels like it's 96 pounds. I'm going to try to adjust it based on the lift and pulley system. That worked. Hammer Jammer, doing it again. I'm dropping the hammer and ripping the lid off the fake news out of BeeBeePooPoo. If you don't get your BeeBeePooPoo now, it's going to sell out. And then you can't have a BeeBeePooPoo. What? Huh? I'm on the air still? No, it's that they said goodnight. I did it now so long from Hammer Jam Studio. Right? I did an outro already. Look, don't tell me what I did and what I didn't do. You're a freaking liar. I remember the whole thing specifically. I did it so long and good night here from Chicago. And you're trying to tell me I didn't do it? that I dreamed it. It was all but a dream, Hammerlin. Oh, my dream. I said good night, and now you're going to tell me I can't do it again? No, this is Hammer's time to do it. I can't. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry sometimes I get the most of Hammer Jam. It's tough when you're dropping the hammer or ripping the lid off the fake news. No, I'm fine. I'll finish it off. Just can I get another glass of Jamison? I could use it. I'm not feeling right. I'll need at least one bottle. Forget the glass. Can you get one of those, like, big jugs where you put water in it? Typically, you can fill at a restaurant a good 30 to 40 glasses and fill it with Jamison. Hammerlin Jamison Distilleries. I bought a small portion. Everybody's buying part of the cryptocurrency of the BeeBeePooPoo. I got that too, but I own some of the Jamison. What? No, I said goodbye already. God almighty, you want me to do it again? From Channel 7 Studios, it's Hammer Jammer ripping the lid off the fake news. Each and every night, in between bottles of Jamison, right here on the Renaissance Man Show. And we gotta go now. All right, so that's Hammer Jam doing that. Hold on, mama. Hold on, mama. Okay. Oh, I got that intro ready where I did before with Hammer. I'll do it one more time. It's Hammerlin Jamison, and it's Hammer time. That's right. Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news. That's right. It's Hammer time. A little ham, jam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. That's right, people. Look, check me out every single night on Hammer time. That's right. It's Hammerlin Jamison. We're back again. We're dropping the hammer. We're ripping the lid off the fake news. Tonight, it is done. Who knew it? I did. I was very skeptical from the top. Nobody wanted to listen to Hammerlin Jamison. And I said, look, you can't put the wolf back in to the cage after he eats a child. But they were like, no, it's good. Let the wolf out. No good. BeeBeePooPoo, it's crap. It's in the friggin' gutter. Who knew that BeeBeePooPoo would be rug pulled? Look, Hammer Jam understands a lot of the terminology now. I did the research on a couple bottles of Jamison. And now I get it. Sometimes a rug gets pulled. I'm a little upset. Hammer Jam donated. I'm calling it donated now because obviously I didn't get my investment to cure. It didn't make me any money. I lost everything I put out to BeeBeePooPoo. And I'm a little worried about that because I can't buy an extra, 30 or 40 cases of Jamison. So I'm looking into it, and I heard that there's a new one on the prowl. This one's going to be bigger than BeeBeePooPoo. And so we're talking about it here. Channel 7 knows Hammerlin Jamison. And I'm giving you an inside scoop. It's called BeeBeePooPoo. And we're going to figure out more about it. I don't want you to fully invest yet because I told you to go in big on BeeBeePooPoo. I feel bad on that one. That's on the Hammer Jam. I drank an extra bottle of Jamison because of that wrong that I did.
Okay, so Hammer Jammer is here now, and basically I wanted you to understand, okay, BeeBeePooPoo could be better than BeeBeePooPoo. They say it has a better smell. I don't know. I haven't had my hands on BeeBeePooPoo yet. I just know that Mark Zuckerberg said, I have it in every room. I love the way it smells. It's so meta. So when Zuckerberg is giving you like a brand pat on the back like that, you gotta start saying, okay, look, I'm gonna follow this yellow brick road to the BeeBeePooPoo and see if I can find like a leprechaun at the end of the poop, sitting there ready to give you gold. BeeBeePooPoo. So, look, Hammer Jam just needs to keep it straight for you. If you had any money in BeeBeePooPoo, it's crap right now. It's literally in the garbage. Right now, people are crying and jumping out of buildings. They had all of their money in BeeBeePooPoo. When people called it the Bitcoin of 2022, and everybody went in huge, and then it was rug pulled. We have people now jumping out of friggin' buildings all over Chicago, all over New York City. And look, Hammer Jam, I almost thought about doing it, but then I had another bottle of Jamison, and I felt better. I felt better after I had that other bottle of Jamison. Sometimes a bottle of Jamison will really help you through the hard times. Like, oh, do I want to stop it all? I had a lot of money in BeeBeePooPoo. Now it's like whether or not I want to take more of my Jamison investment and divert it over to BeeBeePooPoo, which there's, again, if I'm looking at it, Elon Musk also said, through the moon, you can almost taste the BeeBeePooPoo. That was an Elon Musk quote. And when Elon Musk quotes any crypto, it goes to the frickin' moon. So Hammer Jam is thinking about jumping into this BeeBeePooPoo stuff right away. Just wanted to let you know, again, if you had BeeBeePooPoo, do not take your own life. We understand it's difficult. When you put everything into a BeeBeePooPoo, and then it becomes not worthless, less than worthless, you owed money for the loss. You had to come into pocket. That happens from time to time. Hammerlin Jamison's just here to let you know that there is a tomorrow. There is a tomorrow. Okay, so make sure you show up. And you don't get discouraged by losing all of your BeeBeePooPoo. Yeah, you probably still own it, but it's worth nothing. It's all gone. They took all the liquidity. Hammerlin was left holding the bag too, so you're not in any different a position than Hammerlin Jamison. Except, now the same position, we all lost on Jamison. We could have bought more Jamison, all of us. Some jerk out there, rug pulled, and he's out there and he has all the Jamison. Took it from Hammer. I can't drop a hammer and rip the lid as easily anymore. I need another bottle of Jamison. I can't come down here and do the show without a bottle of Jamison. I just lost everything on BeeBeePooPoo. And you got me here doing this like live without any Jamison? I gotta put that in my rider, the next gig. The next gig, you need to bring some Jamison. Give it to me before, middle, and after. You can come out there midway and say, here's your water. Here's your apple juice. Jamison. I'm drinking the friggin' hell out of it. I come out the other side, a stronger man. I can't see, though. Losing the feeling in the body is no fun, but that feeling of being drunk on Jamison. That's something right there. Stay on my face, man! Look, Hammer Jam needs you to understand one thing. Put all your money in BeeBeePooPoo. I'm calling my stock guy right now, Peter Bishop.
see if I can get my order in. If I can't get an order in with Peter Bishop, I don't know who I'm going to call. He's the guru of all gurus. Anyway. Look, Hammer Jam really appreciates you. Remember, that's Hammerlin Jamison. I'll see you in the next Hammerlin Jamison time. I'll drop the hammer and rip the lid off the friggin' fake news. Rip the lid off the fake news. That's right, it's hammer time. A little ham jam bam. Thank you, man. That's right, people. Look, check me out every single night on Hammer Time. That's right.
Oh my goodness. I think we have enough. Let me just think about this. I don't even know what any of this is good, to be honest, but trying to think if I need anything else. I think I just needed 2 scenes. Okay, I think I got something here. How do I do this quick? That's the problem. I can't quickly change these out. They're not. I got an idea. I got an idea. I got an idea. Let's see. We're going to do this. This is, here we go. And then we put this over here. Let me just get it on the screen. Okay, there we go. Okay. This is what we need to do in order to make this final scene work perfectly. Okay. Where is it? Oh, here we go. This is working in real time. This is what we do sometimes. We need one more. And that one will be... Just put that like this, and let's see. This right here will be... Okay. Shibbity bibbity boo. Oh, goodness, guys. We're out of our minds, aren't we? And I think we needed one more. Yeah. We need one more. And then we are golden. Schick. We need Schick as well, guys. Schick was the original. When you don't know about Schick, you think, oh, that's right, I forgot about Schick. Schick almost destroyed it all. Yeah. Some people are like, oh, Schick shickety boo boo. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Do it a Schick shickety boo boo. You know, when sometimes people are thinking it's good. Never good. Never a good thing, trust me. All right, so let me get this live over here first. This goes over here like this. Okay, so. Okay. All right, let's film this final / possibly intro scene. Let's see if how this goes. Okay.
It's Hammerlin Jamison, and it's hammer time. That's right. Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news. That's right. It's hammer time. A little ham jam bam. Thank you, ma'am. That's right, people. Look, check me out every single night on Hammer Time.
That's right, it's Hammerlin Jamison, and I'm here again to give you an inside scoop into the world of crypto. In 2021, we saw a massive surge in crypto, and it's leading us into a brave new world crypto-wise. In 2022, and as you know, Hammerlin Jamison's here to drop the hammer and rip the lid off the fake news. And it's important for you to understand that Hammerlin is going to give you what you need. What's that, Hammer? A friggin' bottle of Jamison. No, I mean, giving you the truth in a silver platter. Here's what we got today, Hammer Jam. I'm very excited about the detailed investigative work that I did on this one. No, I'm just joking. I know you did the work, Officer Friedman. We had an actual detective who came and did the work. I just was trying to take credit for it. Anyway, Hammer Jam, ripping the lid off of fake news. Today we're talking about the rise and fall of three behemoths. It started, and there's like a flash in the pan situation. And at first it's like, this is crap, nobody's ever gonna buy this, you know? Overnight, it was a big purchase on the behalf of several multi-billionaires, including Mark Zuckerberg. And he landed his first adrenochrome supply by selling his shiggity boo-boo before the rug pull. And look, when you're able to get out before everybody else loses, you're good. And Zucks, he just does it, you know. So with the shiggity biggity boo-boo, shiggity boo, I wasn't in the shiggity boo. Hammerlin wasn't in. I can't keep my freaking mustache on. Really? Is that where we're going with it? It's not going to work? All right, we're trying one more time before this falls apart completely. Hammerlin Jamison! Look, when it comes down to it, there's three cryptos that rule the space in 2022. It started briefly at the tail end of 2021 when we saw the rise of BeeBeePooPoo. And it took us to whole new heights when the world started to realize that there was a crypto that could take on Bitcoin. And Hammerlin was very excited about this. He wanted to get in on it. I didn't. I was drinking a ton of Jamison at the time. Way more than I typically do. And I was blacking out mostly on a daily. And I'd be like, oh, BeeBeePooPoo, I got... And I forget, wake up the next day. So Hammer Jam just didn't get out of the BeeBeePooPoo. I should have jumped in on it. I just didn't do it. But after a while, this was what was really bad. There was a rug pull. We think it happened because of Supermark. Supermark owned a heck of a lot of BeeBeePooPoo. And he just pulled the friggin' rug. He sold it all so he could buy a bunch of cities. And all of a sudden, we are all there holding the bag with nothing in it. Supermarket took it all. So it brings us to BeeBeePooPoo. BeeBeePooPoo was not just a flash in the pan. BeeBeePooPoo wound up taking us to new heights. There was a time where they thought it was going galactic. And Hammer Jam got into the hype. I was like, I'm going along with BeeBeePooPoo. I'll store some in my shed. If I gotta keep some BeeBeePooPoo, keep it in the down low. And have it in the cupboard. Inside of the pantry or maybe in this mini fridge. You know I got a mini fridge, right? If you got a mini fridge and you're doing it, BeeBeePooPoo. So Hammer got the BeeBeePooPoo. Going to the freaking moon, right? During the phase of BeeBeePooPoo as it's rising, a third
crypto hits the scene, same company. Shibbity bibbity boo. When shibbity bibbity boo hits the scene, the crypto world goes crazy. First of all, everybody's trying to get rid of their BeeBeePooPoo still, even though it's dead. They lost all their money. BeeBeePooPoo is just about to implode. And then they're like, it was a perfect release. They released it perfectly. Because if you think about it, everybody's like, yay, I'm getting it on shibbity bibbity boo. Look what happened with BeeBeePooPoo. And when they went and they bought their shibbity, no good. Even Zuckerchooch thought that it was meta. Mark Zuckerchooch said that's so freaking meta. I'm still holding on to my BeeBeePooPoo. I got faith that it's coming back. Like this mustache on my face. There's a moment where you're like, oh, look, this mustache is having some sort of, like ED. No, it's fine. Now it's having an ED again. Took a Viagra. When Hammerjam drinks a bottle of Jamison and acts like a bottle of Viagra. And before you know it, his mustache is standing erect. And he's ready to go. I'm ready to drop the hammer, ripping off the fake news. That's what happens when you're Hammerlin Jamison ripping a little off of fake news. And don't forget, all of these cryptos that have been going like this, except for BeeBeePooPoo, which flashed down to the ground, the surface of the earth, it all started with it was a crap coin. They call it a coin. And when you got this coin, it was called Shick Biggity Boo Boo. Shiggity Boo Boo was big for about 6 hours. I got to eat mustache again. It was big for 6 hours. Mark Zuckerchooch, he landed his first supply of achrome when he sold it. He's like, look, I hear there's going to be a rug pull on Shiggity Boo Boo. He rug pulled it. Zuckerchooch, he was the majority stockholder. We got rug pulled by Zuckerchooch. Shiggity Boo Boo. He was banned from purchasing any of the Series A on BeeBeePooPoo because of how he handled Shiggity Boo Boo. This is the story here at Hammerlin Jamison News Network. Of course, I'm here on the behest of the Renaissance Man program, doing a daily news segment here with Sans Jamison. Sans Jamison, per the contract with Mark. You can't have any Jamison when you're out of falling over. When you're in the studio doing the broadcast, Jamison. Pardon me, I guess I'll just drink it on the way in. Do not condone drinking and driving and drinking in the parking lot. I'm doing a 4-hour segment. I mean, right? Anyway, look, Hammerjam's gotta get going now. Hammerlin Jamison! And it's hammer time! That's right! Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news! That's right, it's hammer time! A little ham, jam, bam, thank you, ma'am! That's right, people! Look, check me out every single night! Hammer time!
Hammerlin! My mustache is all but gone. I'm gonna just do the rest of the show like this. Sometimes when you have a really bad barber and he's cutting your hair, he's like, how do you want your mustache cut?
like, I don't know, kind of like level. It pains me to fire this barber. I've been with him for years. He tells me that he has an issue, that he's starting to have cataract issue, and that he needs to go and get his surgery. I said, you may want to go and get that consultation, because I had a normal, I got thinking about shaving it all off because this is not working. I go into places, they're like, is that like a weird side cleft palate situation? Sometimes I just go with it. I'm like, yep. I mean, if you didn't know when you saw me walking in the supermarket, you'd be like, there's something wrong with that dude's mustache. A little. He could have, he shaved this side perfect. He got this nice clean line. I come back, I'm like, wait a second, how did you do this way, but this way? Like, you got the perfect curve, but then you went this way with it. Like, you were like, zzz, perfect semicircles on both sides. That's impressive, actually. In a way, I wanted to give him a tip at the end. Because I said, how did you do that? You got the perfect rounded edge, and then you semicircled in over here. Like, what am I doing over here? I got like a French on one side and Magnum PI on the other. French PI. Is it that look on my mustache? It's too hard to go and you have the mustache to go away by the bird. Sometimes when you have a mustache that's this bad. Hold on a minute.
Hi, I'm Nicole Hockley from Sandy Hook Promise. I know this is hard to hear.
Sometimes when you have a mustache this bad, people talk. You're just trying to get through your day. You're just trying to have a conversation at the water cooler, and like, you can't even get into a normal conversation without someone being like, what's going on with Cliff's mustache? It looks like Cliff's mustache fell off a cliff. It just doesn't make sense. I've been this guy for years. He knows how to cut my mustache. You do a rounded, you do a moon this way the whole way. You moon it. Doing a moon. This is like a, day 3 of the moon. I told him once, I'm like, just give me a day 3 of the moon situation for my mustache. I don't know if he stroked out or something while he was working this time, Trying to figure out like how I fix it. I tried to get my razor in, to get from like over here, and I just can't. I feel weird going back and asking him to clean it up now. Like, hey, Cliff, could you do me a favor? Or I'm Cliff. Hey, Oscar, whatever the freak his name was, I forget. I've been doing it for years. I forget his name. Could you do me a favor and clean this mustache situation up because you messed it all up, like really badly. I can't even get a date anymore. Nobody wants to date this guy who's got some mustache going on. Can you hear me? Oh, is it not loud enough? That could be it. Oh, sometimes when you've got a mustache going to the roof and you're just trying to figure out how to do it. I need to do it. You can't do it when you don't do it, Hammer jam, dancing in the rain, yeah, yeah. You get a dancing in the rain situation. Hammerlin, Jamison. Was it really low or something in there? Because I can't obviously tell I'm in the middle, but hopefully you're able to hear all that silliness
That was I think the best part was actually the end with the mustache going towards the ceiling. I'm just saying, like, to me, that was the best part. Oh, famine friends. I think we have what we need to complete BeeBeePooPoo. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to download all of that. And I'm going to get this movie ready for Saturday, for Christmas night. And I don't know if anybody's going to be able to watch it. But I'm going to have it ready for release on Christmas night. And I'll do a short introduction first. And then we'll play it live on the show here. And then from there, I'll release it as an actual film on New Year's Eve when I edit it and clean it up. We'll have a good run through for Christmas night of the new movie 3 of 2021. Oh, goodness. Such silliness. So, fam and friends, we've done it again, haven't we? Day 1085 in a row of positivity and craziness. Yeah, I do want to just quickly jump back to what I was talking about a while back and just say, in general, like, I think it's pretty clear that you can't speak about how you feel or ask questions about really anything in this day and age without something being misunderstood or creating a rift. It's funny, even when I'm saying, well, if I'm more neutral, it won't create a rift. It creates a rift. It's kind of funny. It's interesting. So, I can't change how I feel. I can't change the fact that I've been live for 1,085 days in a row and all I have is questions. And I'm grateful that the Creator has brought this show to life and that the Creator continues to bring content through the moment to you. You know, I feel like this is like just a lot of fun on a daily basis. I don't know what I'm going to keep from that Hammerlin craziness. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want this thing to be too long. I'm going to try to keep it at an hour and a half if possible, but I'm already at an hour and 15 and I still have to put the Supermark bit in there. That's why I mentioned that Supermark is the guy who rug pulls on BeeBeePooPoo, because that kind of happens in the conversation. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Yeah, we hit 7K subs today, guys. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you out there that found us and has followed us here on YouTube. And please remember that if you can tell others and bring others over to the party, it's a live show every single night. And if you join us here, we're going to have a ball. Remember, right now you can go to markpires.com and you can pick up all 12 albums from 2021 on the website. They are signed and they are ready to go. I've got 5 of them right here, 4 of them, and I got more to make. I got 10 of them ready to go right tomorrow. So I'm hoping that when I finish up the show, I'm going to see that there's some orders. I haven't had a chance to check my phone, but if you took out the CD, see that, but it's all signed and ready to roll. And the back of the album shows all the names of the songs and everything. Beat Seat logo. So I'm really proud of getting all this stuff done and getting 12 albums completed in 1 year, but I still have one more to complete. Remember, we do need to get 13 done this year in order for me to reach that goal. I don't think I'm going to do 13 next year. I think I'll do 12 next year. I don't know if I'll do another Christmas album, although I already have 2 songs for a Christmas album next year that I didn't, because we did 13 songs. We're good. We actually have 3. If you guys, I want to play you something real quick. Check this out. I don't know if you saw this, but we have 3. This isn't really a song, but it is a silly thing that I dropped earlier today. It's 56 seconds long. You know what? Sometimes those are the best songs. So maybe I will. And this will be track 3 on the next album. Listen to the silliness here. I'm going to give this to you as a short drop today on both platforms, TikTok and on YouTube.
Are you connecting donors?
Check this out.
Yeah, you get down on the phone with some crazy pentatonics tone. What you doing getting in the zone? Going to find yourself in front of the phone. Make your call to your closest relative. Say what you doing for Christmas. You're gonna come over, you bring the turkey, bring the biscuits. You know we're gonna hang out all night. Get tight, the gravy in, a biscuit in, a gravy with the mashed potatoes and turkey on the side. I got my ham, I'm gonna put the sandwich together, yeah, with the mashed potato gravy combo, yeah, you know we're gonna have a good Christmas night, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Guys, I was just flashing the 6 of the 12 albums that have been released so far this year. They're right here. Just 6 of them. And we have so many more to get out and printed and ready to go for you guys. All you have to do is order. They are signed and ready to be shipped. And $18 gets you a disc. If you jump on the subscription where every month you get a new album sent to you the moment it's created and released, and I'll print them out. As you can tell, my Christmas album has been ready 2 days before the album is ready to be delivered to you on iTunes. You could have had this today if you lived in Connecticut. Let's just quickly check. I want to see if my album is up yet, if the Christmas album's up yet. Nope, not yet. Maybe tomorrow. If I go over to Apple Music, I could see the last album that's popping up is still Back to the Future, Mark. Guys, I do realize that creating and releasing this much music in 1 year is ridiculous, and no one's probably ever going to listen to all 169 songs I create this year, but I don't know. When you tell yourself that you could do something, I'm almost doing it just to prove to myself that it's possible, you know? And hopefully some of you enjoy it enough to go and listen to them, because I think the songs are powerful. And I don't believe we released one bad song out of 156 so far this year. They're all awesome. They all have their own quality. They're all unique and fun and powerful, passionate. They're about society, or they're about us coming together, about us loving again. And it's been an intentional suppression to keep all of that content from the world. And if everybody was able to absorb it as I was creating it, so wow, I created 6 songs one day and then we do an album. But if people were actually there like you guys, where they're getting it as we're going, that's great. But going back to find it all and review it all is going to be tough for somebody, because I'm still creating like a madman. So hopefully someone loves the show enough to go back and look, because I got to tell you, something came out today that made me cry. It was the time I had an idea to just take a face swap of Biden, and I did a face swap live with you guys. I took the video and I showed you how I was doing it, and then I recorded it, I added it, and like an hour later I played it for you. And then I dropped it as a clip. I was like, holy cow, this is hilarious. And it shows you how my mind works, and also how I take the idea from the concept right through to completion. And I wonder how many views that had. Let me just check, because that was a brilliant idea to show you the whole process of doing a face swap. Let's see. Watch a live creation of a Joe Biden face swap. This was just happened to be playing while I was on getting ready for the show. This came on right after the show, the song we dropped earlier today. This came on. I was like, whoa, I haven't seen this in so long.
Yeah, you get down on.
That's right. All right, here we go. Check this out. You're going to hear it.
We may test something out tonight. I've never done this before, but I may play a couple of the longer clips for you and do the Joe Biden clips still. Let's see if I can do a face swap in real time with you guys live. How cool would that be? Well, I can't do it live. Ooh, maybe I can. I got a great idea, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do something I never thought of in my life until right this second. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to
I'm going to take my face swap video, or the video I was going to use of Sleep Sofa Joe, which is right here. Okay. So this is what we're going to do with Sleepy Poopy Pants, right? I'm going to do the face swap, and then I'm going to download it while we're in the middle of stuff, and then you're going to watch back what we do here together. We're going to actually do this together. Check this out.
This is a good bit.
You ready? Well, thank you. Thank you very much for having me to Philadelphia, home of my favorite cream cheese. That's right. Also, I like the Philly cheesesteak on Fifth Ave. There's a guy named Rufus there. He makes a heck of a cheesesteak. I think he spits in it. It's got that special flavor. Anyway, look, my Aunt Judy told me I should come out. The only person that could save this country is a 47-year politician named Joe Sleep Sofa Biden. I'm riding Biden all the way to the victory, and then I'm going to fall asleep in the Oval. That's right. I can't wait to put my head down on the sleep sofa. Wait, hold on. Wait, they're saying I'm the sleep sofa. That's not right. Look, my Aunt Judy told me I'm not a sleep sofa. I like to think she knows what she's talking about. So look, hey, I gotta get going. So a lot of sleeping to do before the election tomorrow. I'll be getting my vote in early. Don't forget, #Joe Trump. Done.
This isn't the one. I did another one.
Saved. So now, in between, I'm gonna make this for you so you guys can watch it. How about that? We just made a face swap together. Oh, I can't wait for you to see the work we just did together, guys.
Watch it.
That's how I make a face swap every time. You're going to see what I do. You just saw. I improvise something, and then I drop it for you, and we watch and we laugh.
It's Felix Robertson. I'm live in the studio. We're heading to Joe Biden on his last night of the campaign before he becomes the president of the United States. Joe Biden.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much for having me to Philadelphia, home of my favorite cream cheese. That's right. Also, I like the Philly cheesesteak on Fifth Ave. There's a guy named Rufus there. He makes a heck of a cheesesteak. I think he spits in it. It's got that special flavor. Anyway, look, my Aunt Judy told me I should come out. We could see if we could fix this country. The only person that could save this country is a 47-year politician named Joe Sleep Sofa Biden. I'm riding Biden all the way to the victory, and then I'm going to fall asleep in the Oval. That's right. I can't wait to put my head down on the sleep sofa. Wait, hold on. Wait, they're saying I'm the sleep sofa. That's not right. Look, my Aunt Judy told me I'm not a sleep sofa. I like to think she knows what she's talking about. So look, hey, I gotta get going. So a lot of sleeping to do before the election tomorrow. I'll be getting my vote in early. Don't forget, #Joe Trump.
I don't know if it was funny watching me say that to a screen right then. Probably not. But when you see it, it comes to life.
Sure
What'd you
does.
say to Sleepy Pooper? Look, I think he did a little Philadelphia cream cheese in his pants. What happened over there, Joe? Did you guys see he's wearing a jacket? The jacket said, like, Baltimore Ravens, right? And he's like, look, I got my Eagles jacket on. Philadelphia, look, I got my Eagles jacket on. No, you don't, Joe. Do you know who the Eagles are? Do you know who the Baltimore Ravens are? Ravens aren't Eagles. No, they're really not. He's probably seen a lot of ravens in his backyard because Kamala Chameleon's going to push him down the stairs. Oh, what happened? My Aunt Judy pushed me. Yeah, she did. That's what's going to happen. I've already seen this episode.
Oh, I've already seen this episode. That's one of my favorite gags. Whenever anything, I'm like, I've already seen that episode. Oh, goodness, fam and friends. So I guess we always do a little bit more at the end when I don't intend to. Tomorrow, remember, we do it all over again for day 1086 in a row. We are roughly 9 days away from the end of the year and the end of the third year in a row of this show. It's pretty crazy. But we do it all over again tomorrow. I'm going to shut this down here on TikTok. Thank you, everybody, for the likes and the follows, if you did follow or like. And if not, how dare you, right? And guys, remember here on the Tuber,
Sharing is caring. Let people know we're here every night. And we'll continue to bring some madness to you. I got to download all that Hammerlin stuff and see if I can get this movie together. Again, my plan, hopefully it works out, is on Friday or Saturday we have a premiere, or at least a soft premiere. It's going to be a little bit of a hello during Christmas, and then I'm going to play the movie. We're going to play BeeBeePooPoo, the full movie, which will hopefully be ready by then. We'll see. And if not, it will be ready definitely before New Year's Eve. We're having 3 feature films this year. Yeah, I got 169 songs done and 3 feature films. Those numbers are divisible into each other, I believe. 3 into 1, 6, and 9? 169? I don't know. Is it? Let's check. Calculator. 169 divided by 3. 56.3333333. 169 divided by 2 isn't any better. 84.5. We're doing 3. We're doing 3. Deanna, thank you so much. I hope tomorrow I'll see you, and I hope that you'll make it for the movie this weekend. If you guys have any other ideas or movies you'd like me to continue filming, let me know. I think we have to get to Back to Batmark versus Supermark and complete that movie. And we have to also get Back to the Future Mark done for sure. There's so much content for that. Just have to come up with a concept of the in-between stuff. Is it going to be Hammerlin, Jamison? Maybe Hammerlin will be doing telling everybody that there's this time traveler who's back. You know what I mean? He's coming back. I don't know. We'll see. But right now I'm focusing on getting BeeBeePooPoo done for you. So, fam and friends, if you're here, say goodnight or forever hold your peace. Remember, this show is live every single day for 1,086 days in a row when we go live tomorrow. And you can pick up the Beat Seat, my invention, at beatseat.rocks. It's the first drum and only drum for guitar players. I play it every night. I wrote all 156 songs that are released so far this year on the Beat Seat. And, of course, like, share, subscribe. Let everybody know, guys, this is what we do every day. We try to come together and forget about the dark world for just a little while. And all 12 albums can be purchased on my website right now. And if you like CDs, you still listen to CDs, I'm printing out ridiculous CDs that have the same quality as you would get from like a Sony. And pumped, and they're all signed. So now you get a signed CD instead of just some digital download. I personally don't like digital downloads because I'm like, I'm never going to look at those tracks. I see this, I'm looking through I want to check out A Charcoal Christmas. There's value to this. There's value to this, to that signature, because I'm going live for the rest of my life. Anyway, fam, friends, Christine Seidman, Deanna Hunt, Pamela Swan. Let me put this in here in S-Coupe. So maybe you can just click right on this and be easier to see all the gear. Remember, guys, tomorrow I'll bring my mug back out, but we have shirts, we have mugs, we have shoes I'm getting. I should be getting the sneakers, hopefully tomorrow. They should have come today. And the Dr. Weasel Fouch shirt that I got was a little small. I got to get an extra large next time. So always get one larger than you expect. And hopefully we'll start seeing more people with Beat Seat gear, with Renaissance Man shirts, Dr. Weasel Fouch shirts. If you guys have not, please follow me over on TikTok. And I try to go live there during the day, even though I haven't been able to the last couple days, but I'll try to go live tomorrow during the day about 2 o'clock. And until tomorrow, Christine Seidman, Deanna, Pamela Swan, and S-Coupe, you guys are awesome. If you're here and you're lurking, I love you. Remember, I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Got to go away, yeah. Yeah. See you tomorrow, fam. Have a great night.